Hello, I'm Ray Snoddy and I'm joined by Paul Lee from Deloitte and Theresa Wise from T-Wise Consulting to discuss what will be an offer when top communications executives from around the world meet at the IBC Leadership Summit 2012 in Amsterdam. Welcome, Theresa and Paul. First, Paul, you attended the inaugural Leader Summit in Amsterdam last year. What did you get out of it, you and your colleagues, and how different was it from a conference?
So what marks out this summit as being different and distinctive from other conferences is the content and the networking, which are both superlative. So the speakers are absolutely world-class. So these are people who are making some of the biggest decisions in the world. And I think when you are hearing the insights that you get there, you want to be able to discuss them with your peers. And again, they are there in the right quantities. And it's a very good environment, very conducive environment to having very productive conversations.
Theresa, as editorial director, what are you hoping to achieve at this year's Leadership Summit?
Well, this is a particularly exciting occasion. The IBC context is amazing for this in part because increasingly chief executives really cannot make big investment decisions without really understanding where technology is heading. And it doesn't matter how untechnology orientated you've been in the past, shareholders are looking for you to incorporate that understanding. So this is one of the unique places where you can really get ahead of the curve. And then secondly, as far as the summit goes, Deloitte is actually tailoring its research to each of the 4 sessions which we've thought about really carefully. So right the way through some of the big decisions that the leaders in our industry are making about where to put their money, through to what impact social media giant players are having, through to traditional broadcasting, and then finally that sort of really interesting topic about over-the-top connected TV. And Deloitte will actually look at all of those and not just come up with the vanilla projections, but also think about what it means for the people in the room.
And have you been really tough with Paul to come up with some really great research to bring to Amsterdam?
We've certainly had words on occasion, but I have seen Paul present, and actually there are few people that bring out the insights and the consumer behaviours in the way that Paul does for Deloitte.
Are you happy, Paul, that you can actually deliver the goods?
The way in which we're preparing for the report is we're bringing together all the research that we've done, not just over this year, but also over the course of the years in which we've been looking not just at the television market, but also the technology and telecoms market. So bringing it all together. And every year we will do several hundred research meetings with executives. So we're synthesising everything that we've learnt and hopefully providing a good view, a robust view, defendable view on what we see happening in all these key areas.
So both of you hope that something unique can come out of the invitation-only, behind-closed-doors summit?
I've little doubt that something unique will come from this environment because you've got that combination of insightful research and senior people who are going to be able to share their issues, because let's face it, if there were news people in there, it would be very newsworthy, but in fact they can share it without the fear of further publicity.
And I think one of the great things about having all these people together in the same room is the way in which to really understand something is through iteration. And through having so many peers together from different parts of the world, you'll be able to exchange views, build upon views, address any questions that you have there and then. It is a really fantastic catalyst for understanding what's happening in the sector.
Theresa Wise, Paul Lee, thank you very much indeed.